What's better excuse? To be rich or to be poor? To be an asshole?
To be rich, because to be poor you kind of have to have humility.
You have to be nice. If you're poor, what else do you have?
Yeah.
You can't buy anything.
Yeah, but you can enjoy in like hurting others.
As a poor man?
Yeah.
There's no excuse to hurt a person, though.
No, I didn't mean like necessarily physically, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, you mean like
this
you got nothing to lose.
This is some good content before we got here, a comedy thing.
No, it's on the air already.
Oh, hello. Pula?
Yes,
am I saying it right?
Pula.
Pula.
Yes, Mo.
Yeah.
What up, buddy?
Hey, pal. What's going on?
This is Alex Pavone, Canadian stand-up comic, now currently living in New York. We met at Stand Up New York.
Yes, we did.
We had a great fucking set.
Thank you.
15-minute set that killed. I thought he was going to die of a heart attack because of the way he acted. You're gonna see tonight if you come to. No, you're not. This is gonna air. Like,
this is a delay. Yes, they're not gonna come.
Yeah.
I'll be long gone. I'll be back in North America by the time this
Probably.
airs. For sure.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what up? Thanks for having me in the studio.
How are you in your bedroom?
Yes, exactly. I didn't want to say anything on the
Sam did.
television. Oh, we did? Okay, well,
Sam like read me out.
Perfect. I sleep right there. You can't see. Thanks for having me in your home, your country. You've been unbelievable hospitality. I've never had anybody treat me like this ever in my life.
Please don't. Like I have an image to uphold. So.
Oh, you want to be a prick?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, this guy's
they sleeping on the
hospitality.
floor. They had to clean my shit. It's
This guy, awful shit. Worst shit I've ever cleaned too. It's not good shit.
Yeah, I drink a lot of Coke.
Oh, watery shit. Anyways, we're getting ourselves.
So, buddy, how's it been for you in Europe so far?
I've only been here a couple days. It's beautiful. It's not like North America at all. You guys have history here, and everything's so close. Like you were telling me, you went on field trips growing up, and you would go to Venice and Vienna and Prague and all these places because it's like 3 hours, 4 hours away. We don't have that. The closest thing growing up in Canada that we went on a field trip is Ottawa. What am I going to do? Look at the Parliament buildings? Or Niagara Falls? I get there, I'm like, okay, well, cool. A lot of water that's falling. That's fun. That's fun. But, it's just, there's so much history here. It's so old and there's so many, it's beautiful. There's so many different stories and, within buildings and towns. And, North America, we don't really have that.
That's true. But you do have best comedy scene in the world.
In New York, yes, I agree 100%. It definitely is. I think the best people are there, and you could just do so many shows a night. So
you're from Toronto, right?
Yeah.
So you're born and raised, and grew up in Toronto.
I grew up in the suburbs of Toronto, which is like 20 minutes from Toronto. Yeah.
So how did you start getting into comedy? What happened?
Oh, I was bad at everything. I was not good. No, every job I had, very, very bad. I don't even know why. I never really got fired. I got fired once, but every other job I had, I was just bad, but they kept me around because I was, I had good energy,
Yeah.
I was like
we could hear you.
You know what I mean? I'm like one of those therapy dogs, I'm not going to do anything good, but I'm good for morale, spirit. They're oh, there he is again, fucking up, but look at him go. So, but I was never really good at anything, and I wasn't good at school, and I always was sort of, pretty funny, so I was just like, okay, here we go. I don't really have options, here we go, we gotta do what we gotta do.
When did you start doing it?
21 years old. 2008.
2008.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Toronto?
Yeah.
What was your, how did the decision happen? What flipped in you?
I just wanted to do it, but I just didn't really know how to do it. But there was a Yuck Yucks. It's one of the clubs chains.
We talked about it with Sammy. I know.
Exactly. So it's a chain, and they have an amateur night in Toronto. And it used to be a little bit more prestigious. Now, not so much. But so if you got on the Tuesday night, it was always packed, and if you did well, the booker would talk to you and maybe give you more spots there, and then eventually maybe work your way up. But it was my first time ever doing comedy, and I did it there, and I remember I was on 10th maybe on the show, and I was just really, obviously it was my first time, so I was new to comedy, so I didn't really know any of the rules or anything, but a guy had a joke on, I think maybe he did 3rd, and I was 10th. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do a callback to that joke. But no one remembered what the fuck anybody said, 7 comments ago. So I remember going up there. It was the first thing I said. I don't even know what it was. But I just remember getting nothing. Just a wave. Because I thought it was going to be hard, but not. You know how it is to say things in front of people and not do well. I know you sometimes know a little bit too well. You know what I mean? Hello. No, I just fucking. But yeah, I just got hit with a wave of silence, and that hurt.
Like there's a that stupid fucking saying, silence is deafening. Like it hurts. It gets into every fucking pore,
your bones and stuff, right? But yeah, no, that was the first thing I ever said. Got nothing, and I was like, it moved me back a bit. I was like, oh my god. Now when I say things and I get nothing, I'm used to it. You know, I'm like, oh, whatever, here we go. But the first time, I was like, whew. And then the set was okay for my first time. Yeah. Okay. And that was it. And then I just kept doing it.
It was like, you just kept doing it the same spots all over again, then you start like working your way up?
Yeah, then after that first time, I met a couple comics and I was like, how do I do this more? And they're like, oh, you gotta go bar shows and open mics and just get on every stage. And then I would go and do, every show I could possibly do. Because the first show I did was packed, room full of, 200 people, and it was amateur night and it was an audience. And then the more you do it, the more you're like, oh, okay, some shows are just for bars, some shows there's just gonna be comedians. And then, it's just like, how it is. Yeah. You just keep doing it. That's it.
Like the performing just in front of comedians, for a packed room of comedians who are not listening to you at all, is a special experience. And comics here do not get to experience that because all of our open mics have a real audience.
Yeah.
Like even if it's like 10 people, it's 5-5.
Yeah, a room full of comedians is not really necessarily your best gauge on if things are going to work. No one's listening. They just they care about their own
stuff. But if you make them laugh though.
Not, you know what? No, not even.
Not even that.
That doesn't even necessarily mean it's great.
Yeah, because they're comedians. They're
fucked.
Yeah.
So you're going to do a show. Can I swear on here?
Yeah.
I already have, so we can't do anything. The editor's going to have to bleep out a lot of stuff.
But he's the editor, so
Well, I apologize.
No, I just wanted to tell you, he's the editor and he doesn't give a fuck.
Well, he just gave me the finger off there. I knew when he gave me the finger, we were good to go. I go, well, there it is. I don't know if he's telling me to fuck off or continue with the swearing. But yeah, no, if comedians, if I'm in a show and the comedians all laugh, I'm like, I can never use that again.
That makes sense.
Even when I go to a show and let's say I go to a new city and I always want to go like, who are the comics in the room of the show? And if they, clap, I'm never pay attention to that. I don't care. If I get a reaction from them, I'm like, I don't care. You're despicable people.
That's
I don't, I'm not trying to impress them. I know it's not going to work out well if I use whatever the fuck they're laughing at for real.
Yeah, that's true. Because comics know where you kind of go with most of the jokes, so you're like,
they're need twisted too.
Yeah, you need to say the most fucked up shit because they either heard it all or did it all.
Exactly. Yeah. It's definitely not my goal, but yeah, that's pretty much that.
Yeah, I get you. And when did you start catching a break? Like, why
is this a prank show?
Why did you move to New York?
Well, first of all, I always wanted to do comedy there, and I just felt like it was. I don't think anymore with the internet and YouTube. I think you could actually pop in any city. Like Russell Peters, right?
Yeah.
Like he's Canadian. He was one of the first guys to pop on YouTube, right? So you could be good and make it from anywhere. But I just think New York, when you're around the best people always, it just makes you better and stronger.
It steps your game up.
It steps your game up, and also you watch a lot of people, and the people who you are like, oh, this guy's amazing. But the more you're around these people, you see what yourself you can offer that, not in a bad negative way. Yeah. Like you see someone on stage and you go, oh, they're great at this, but they don't do this. So when you're around, like, always, every day, seeing the best comics, not only are you, like, inspired, but you're also, like, seeing what you offer differently than them.
Yeah,
You can't do that when you're in, like...
Here.
You know, I don't know this scene, but, like, you know what I mean?
I'm the scene.
When you see other people, you know, far on the internet, you're like, wow, this person's amazing. But then when you're around them, you see that they're amazing, but they also have flaws. And then you see that things that you've done that they never did. So it's good for you to get into the...
Yeah, like I told you, like seeing Bill Burr bombing.
Yeah.
Best comedy experience in my life.
Yeah.
I didn't see him bombing like 12 years ago. I saw him last September, like bombing, 20 minutes, not getting a laugh. The only laughs he got was from the back room in the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
So the comedian slapped.
Yeah, and that's the best part about comedy is like you can't master it. It doesn't matter who you are. You could always bomb. You could always be humble. Well, did you hear about Bill Burr? And he didn't. There was this club in New York called the LOL. Worst club. I don't care. They stink. They don't pay their comedians their shit. They're in Times Square. They have barkers. I don't know if you know what a barker is. So they.
Oh, like people don't know. The guys who give out leaflets so they can get stage time.
Yes. So this particular club lies. And they go, oh, this person's going to be here, this person's going to be here, Kevin Hart's going to be here.
Oh, that's like, they have on the flyer, Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, and Dave Chappelle.
Never going to be there. Never going to be there. Right? I actually did a show, when I first moved to New York, it was the only place I could get on. And I used to do shows there, and people were pissed. You'd go into this shithole place in Times Square, you know, you pay so much money for a ticket, 2-drink minimum. You come with your family. You spend $100 just to get in. Then you got to spend more money, and then you open the door thinking it's gonna be Chris Rock, and then it's me up there. and one time I was on stage. The guy opened the door, and he was just like, "You're not Louis C.K." And I'm like, "No, I'm not Louis C.K. Who the fuck told you?" So now it's like I'm screwed too as a performer, you know, because they're anticipating, you know. Anyways, so Bill Burr was in the area. And he talks about it on his podcast. And he went to LOL, and he was like, hey, can I jump on? And all the comics were just like watching. They were like, holy fuck, it's Bill Burr. Why would he be here? This place is terrible. And the manager was like, nah, the club doesn't really work like that. Like, you got to be booked. And he's like, Bill Burr. And they were like, we don't know.
Oh, for real?
We don't know who you are. And he's like...
And he didn't do it like, I'm Bill Burr, bitch. It's like, yo, just so you know.
He was like...
I am Bill Burr.
They're like, where would we know you from? And he was like, you know Madison Square Garden? He's like, I sold that out twice. If that makes any difference? And then he was like, I guess I can ask my manager. That's hilarious. So then he asked the manager, and she was like, I don't know who he is. And he's like, you know what, I'm out. I'm out.
For real?
So that's what's beautiful about comedy is like, it's a humbling experience, you know?
Yeah, like a guy,
very humbling.
I heard Kevin Hart talking about it. He and he and Chris Rock were at the cellar, and they were doing new bits, and they were like laughing. No, Chris Rock told the story, and Chris Rock did a set. Kevin Hart went on, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I need to rewrite my set." They came back. They were writing jokes with each other, and then Dave Chappelle went on, and they both said, "We just tore apart all the jokes we have, and started over."
Yeah,
like. Chris Rock and Kevin Hart getting humbled.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. And then you saw Bill Burr bomb. It's hilarious. You can't ever master comedy, you know? You're gonna eat shit regardless who you are, when you are, you know?
And that's kind of what happens in life.
Yeah, of course.
That's kind of good analogy for life in general.
Yeah.
You can do the best. The only thing you can do is be the best you can be and work fucking hard.
Yeah, some days you're not. Some days you're gonna go up there and you're just not gonna have the juice. That's just life. You can't be perfect all the time.
That's true. I try to be though.
Yeah, buddy.
Ladies. Well, I get you. But when you moved to New York, did you start like with barking, or did you start like getting open mics?
I tried to do a couple open mics, and I was like, I'm not doing this. This is fucking pointless, you know? Yeah. It was better for maybe like to meet people and stuff, but I already had known a couple people because I had gone down from Toronto. It's not far from Toronto, New York. So I had met a couple people.
And you've been doing comedy for a while.
I've been doing comedy for a little bit, so I knew people.
And you had like a, let's say, moderate success in it. You've been on Just for Laughs.
Yeah.
Twice already, or once?
I've been to the Just for Laugh, umbrella multiple times. Yeah. So I got onto like some in the Village, like the Grizzly Pear, like those places.
I actually was there.
Yeah. So they have like some audiences. They're like barked-in bar shows. They could be bad, they could be good. So I would do those for the most part because I knew the guys who would run it, and that was better than an open mic. But it still wasn't great. It wasn't the clubs. The clubs are good in New York because when people come to New York, especially people from Toronto, they're like, "Oh, New York, fucking." I don't know. I wasn't really impressed by the comedy. I was like, you went to an open mic, you moron. It was 5 PM, and it's all a bunch of crazy people. It's a bunch of open micers. Go and see the city. Enjoy New York.
Until like 9 p.m.
Until 9. The good comedy starts always at 9.
Yeah, and
even
then
at
you can
7, comedy stinks.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you can do early show in the Village Underground. Go to the Cellar. From Cellar, go to the Stand Up New York. Go to the Stand.
Oh yeah.
You go to Caroline's.
Shows don't end till fucking like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, and you end like especially in the Cellar.
Or they don't start till sometimes.
Especially in the Cellar, I was there like multiple times past 2.
Yeah.
There's just like, especially when Big Jerkson is the last one.
Yeah, he always goes on last.
Yeah,
for sure.
He does crowd work and he just extends. And you had an opportunity to perform with like some of the most amazing people in comedy.
Yeah.
Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Also, it gets side noted, but Bobby Lee.
Oh yeah.
Which I've seen live a couple of times, and
he's incredible. Yeah.
He's something else.
Yeah. I opened for him in Canada. He's just a ball of energy.
Yeah.
He's awesome. But New York is wicked too, because.
I'm getting signs, dude. I don't know what's going on.
I think.
If we give you a sign.
I think you mean 7 minutes were left.
No, I think we're on like 17 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was 7. Sorry.
Yeah, I show 7 because I.
He doesn't have an extra finger.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I gave 1 finger to him and now.
Yeah. Okay. We're good, buddy. Sorry. So you were saying you performed with Bobby Lee. He was like. Ball of energy.
It was ball of energy, yeah. Well, I performed with a lot of good people, but there's also so many good people in New York that are just, they're not recognizable, or they haven't been on, they're not famous, quote unquote. And they're like some of the best.
Like for me, my favorite example of that is Greer Barnes.
Oh, he's
like famous in comedy circles.
For sure.
But he's not like famous.
No.
And like most people I even here don't know about him who do comedy, but that dude is like a killer. No one can follow him.
No one can follow Godfrey.
Yeah, Godfrey.
He's unfollowed.
Mark Norman told about him he could follow 9/11.
He's incredible.
He's so incredible. The energy he gets.
It's insane. Sinbad.
Yeah.
I mean, Sinbad's a legend. He's a living legend. There's like a story about Sinbad. I heard it through the grapevine, so it's not a first-hand story. But apparently he was killing so hard in Gotham. I think it was at Gotham. And a guy had a heart attack in the audience. And he didn't stop the show. So when the EMT and the paramedics came, he was still doing crowd work. And he was killing so hard. And then
he was killing.
He was literally killing. But he was like the EMT couldn't even like lift the guy up because they were dying. And then the family stayed. They didn't even go to the hospital. They're like, he always has heart attacks. He's good. Just let him go. And then Sinbad was like, all right, and he kept doing the show, and apparently like did even better after the guy left. And I mean that's insane. I mean I don't know how you could do that. That would completely fuck my show up. Like if a guy died,
dude followed a murder.
He followed up. Well, the man lived.
Yeah,
but it was definitely close to. It was close to a murder. You could say that. And then he like I don't know this, but like he bought like he covered their tab and everything like that. So yeah, but I mean that's someone who's been doing comedy for like
like there are some people who are like just unstoppable forces like Dave Attell and like
oh yeah,
like Tracy Morgan.
Oh,
Like Tracy Morgan on stage, he's such a wild card. He's
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He makes no sense sometimes, and it's hysterical.
Like Bobby Kelly yelled at me like 5 times randomly. Just walking, he just keeps yelling at people.
Yeah,
but when he yells at people, best comedy ever.
Yeah, man. New York is great. It's just a great city, and everyone's funny. Like everyone's funny. The garbage men, it's just a funny city. So I really enjoy it. But you like LA, so
just because of the weed and the weather. The weed and the weather.
I don't know how I feel about always sunny.
You're a Canadian.
I like fall too.
Yeah.
I like autumn. I like spring not so much, but the summer, to be honest with you, my least favorite.
Yeah, trust me, you get by. Like imagine this for like 300.
Yeah, but it ain't that hot. Like there's no humidity here.
No,
it's the humidity.
There's humidity.
Is there?
There's less humidity in California.
Oh, than here?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. LA is there's no humidity.
No
ever.
humidity. Yeah.
But New York is disgusting.
New York, you have to have a T-shirt for Subway.
Yeah, you're gonna get drenched. You gotta bring a backpack. You gotta bring like a change of clothes,
and
a little deodorant.
If you wear a backpack, you sweat more.
You do, but you need it because then you're.
I went through like a bottle of spray can of deodorant, like
the Axe body spray and shit like that. Yeah.
I use that. I have sensitive skin.
Oh yeah, okay, easy. All right, didn't know that about you. Look at this guy.
And where do you think you are in your career right now?
I gotta do more. I don't know. I really never. I try not to look at that, to be honest with you. Comedy's hard, but it's also unpredictable.
Yeah,
you never know what's gonna happen.
Have you been touring with people? Have you started
I'm trying to get it going more in New York still. That's what I'm trying to do. Because I feel if you go in New York and you get booked from there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And I need credits and stuff like that, like TV credits, I think.
Yeah.
I think if I could get on TV, not for stand-up, for,
just being on TV.
That'll bump you up. Once you get a couple credits and then you start cooking. But you never know. You never know how long that takes or anything like that. But every year I'm getting funnier. So that's what I'm trying to...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. That's the only thing I can control, man.
Yeah, but I've seen I've heard about a bunch of comedians doing travel runs.
What the heck is that?
You go for 6 weeks on a road.
Oh yeah,
just in a car and do shows for 6 weeks.
Yeah. No, I've done that for sure.
Around the area or something.
For sure, I've done that. Yeah, I'm gonna be in your beautiful place that you love so much for 3 weeks, and then I'm going out to Colorado.
Oh, for us, you're doing West Coast.
I'm doing the West Coast, yeah. West Coast and whatever Colorado is. The mountains?
Yeah,
Rocky Mountains. I don't know. Why am I asking you?
I kind of know.
You don't know what that is.
It's in Rocky Mountains.
The Rocky Mountains. Rocky Mountain Run. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. And that's pretty much it for, the rest of the year.
There's not much time left in the rest of the year. So
no, by the time I do that,
you're doing the European tour.
November, and that's it, yeah. I'm excited for the rest of Europe. I'm definitely more excited for Europe than I am in Colorado. Even though, I shouldn't be saying that, but he's not going to watch, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Definitely Germany and Barcelona.
Yeah, that Barcelona is going to be fun.
I can't wait to go to Germany.
For real?
So pumped.
Yeah, he's an Italian.
I'm excited to go to Germany.
Historically,
we got off at Frankfurt yesterday in the airport, and there was people were smoking in the airport. People are eating hot dogs. It's 7 a.m. People are drinking beer. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Who's drinking beer and eating hot dogs at 7 a.m. and having a cigarette?
Germans.
They're nuts.
They're efficient.
I know. What is this?
No,
they work the least and then they're the most efficient?
They're streamlined to the every point of their society. Everything works well there. Everyone knows their role in the society.
Ooh, opposite of me, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
I'm there. Like I said, I'm not good at working, but so I used to do the most. It looked like I was doing the most to the least effectiveness. I am the opposite of a German. I am.
Yeah, Italian.
I am. Is that what Italian? That's what Italian.
Yeah.
It's funny knowing. Because, the stereotypes of Italian in America are different than the Italians in Italy.
Yeah.
So, I only really know you know.
The ones there.
Well, my family lives in Italy, but
Like they like the thing is like Hitler had to help.
we're bringing him
Italians.
in, are we?
Hitler had
Little
to help
Hitler chat to
Italians
wrap this up, are we?
in the West Africa, Northern Africa.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah, and that's why they had to like rearrange the troops and they lost in Russia and shit like that. That's why I'm saying you're costing the Germans.
But
You're doing well for the world by being shitty to Germans.
that's
Shitty
it. That's
fighters to
what I was gonna
Germans.
say.
Yeah.
So whatever, that's bad for the Germans.
Yeah,
But what a
so-
gain for the rest of the world.
Yeah, true. Like,
So I
less
mean,
Italians in the world.
Yes, less Italians. I like the hint of racism here on this.
No, it's nationalism.
Nationalism.
And
My apologies.
xenophobia.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Some-
and
that's-
xenophobia.
Thank you. I do like
I'm
that.
not a racist. We still haven't had any different races in life. Oh no,
Oh,
we
yeah.
had Sammy. Sammy's
He's
kind
a
of brownish.
dipshit. Kind of brownish. That's who Italy invaded, right? Egypt.
Yeah, he looked like
When you can't invade Egypt,
he
Jesus
looked.
Christ.
I think Jesus
Throw in
looked
the
like
towel.
that. I think Jesus kind of looked like that.
Like
the most.
Sammy?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's the area out where Jesus
Yeah.
should be.
Where is he? Jerusalem? Is that where he's from?
Yeah, like somewhere there.
This is becoming a religious.
Nah.
Let's move away.
We're talking about racism, so I said like we had another racist.
Okay.
And
I am concerned that Italy couldn't take over Egypt and Ethiopia.
Yeah, and Libya, I think.
They couldn't.
No, they did. No, they did.
Libya, I think they got.
Yeah.
Fuck. You gotta get one of those. You got.
Yeah, at least.
You know, I don't know.
Like either way.
You had a big army behind you. You had Hitler behind you, and you couldn't fucking take.
Yeah,
over
imagine
Libya.
that. Like, imagine fucking so hard that the dude had to send his best general to bail you out. And then, all of you guys went to America.
Canada. My grandfather.
America, I didn't
yeah,
say-
yeah, America. That's true. North America. My grandfather was in the war. He was
Yeah.
in. He fought for the Italians. I don't know what he did. I think he blew up bridges.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. I don't know.
I
even
think
know.
it's better than killing people.
Yeah. Well, that's what they told me. God.
Oh
knows.
yeah. So
I don't even know what the. You just. That's what it was. So when you like when you dip out and you leave, you're like the bridge blower up. You're like, God, they're chasing us, and then you blow up a bridge.
Yeah.
So that's what he did.
But what? Okay.
But my grandmother, like, she hates Mussolini, cause when you're like little girls wouldn't go to school. He would like kick them out and make them work on the farm. So when my grandmother came to Canada, she went back to school. She graduated high school at 64.
Like with a degree. Fuck you, Benito. Fuck
Pretty much, yeah.
You touch my
Exactly. That's true. She definitely did. She hates Mussolini so much.
She should.
She definitely does.
Everyone
You bring him up in front of her, she snaps.
That's so amazing.
But she's so old, like she tries to leave the room, but it takes her like
yeah,
it takes her like 4 minutes, and she's like Mussolini, Andragola, Shamo. I'm like, okay, no, I'm gonna calm down.
So what's your plan for your future?
I gotta get out of debt for sure. I gotta stop living with so many men. I live with 3 men right now. So definitely cut down the roommates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna move in with my girlfriend pretty soon. I think so. So my plan future, I want a good special. That's what I want. I want like a nice special where people are gonna watch it and be like, "That's a special."
Are you planning on doing it by yourself or like?
I don't know.
Because Andrew Schultz, we talked about him.
Well, yeah, he does it by himself. Yeah.
He films like all of his shows
Yeah.
like professionally.
Yeah.
And he puts out a bunch of material out, and he wasn't signed anywhere. He was like in negotiations with Netflix and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He told me, "Yeah, we're this much. I'm not gonna do it for anything less."
That's an option. I mean, I don't plan to do it in the next year or maybe 2 or 3 years or something like that. But I don't know.
Even Tony Hinchcliffe, I think, did.
Oh, really?
He did a one-shot special with just one dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to get everything, all my stories in order and everything like that, and then take it from there. But it doesn't matter what you put it on anymore. Netflix, like Andrew's doing it on YouTube, right? So it's like Hulu, whatever.
So, you plan on doing sorry about that break. I fucked up a bit. We're gonna. we're gonna do. You're planning doing a special in like next, let's say, a few years.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. Do you plan on like doing it like finishing an hour, then try touring it and filming it, or do you like think maybe just doing it like locally in New York and?
I was gonna probably try to do it in New York, yeah. But I was gonna hopefully get on the road and try to get, a solid amount of time where I could travel around the country and know which stuff is accessible everywhere and just New York.
That's like that was my next question, because like the middle of America is way different from the.
It is way different, but it's also like people are people. You know? Like everyone gets everything, and people are the same. But there's going to be just some local differences and stuff that are going to be, they probably work in other places, but they're just going to hit harder in New York.
Yeah,
if you're talking about New York in New York, it's gonna,
Yeah, that's true.
And then if you start by talking on New York, and then it does so well, and then the rest of your stuff isn't. People aren't, people just get excited because they're in New York and you're talking about New York, and then it might, patter off, or is it pitter or patter? I don't know. Why am I asking you? You don't even.
No, pitter patter.
English that well. Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah, pitter patter.
Oh, I don't even watch that much, but yeah. So I don't really know. When the time comes up, I've been doing it for long enough where I know how to figure it out when the time comes. When I put my.
How long have you been doing it for now?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
About 12 years.
Yeah. So like, are you superior to all the time anyone can be a comedian? All you gotta do is be poor for 12 years.
Oh, I got a couple more years left. Well, Ari's doing better than me. Well, obviously, but well, I guess 12 is. Well, Alex Pavone says anybody can be a comedian, but you got to be poor for at least
14 years.
I'll say 15. To be safe. I'm playing it on the safe side. Yeah, that's it.
So, and I have your comedy goals are fucking amazing. I've seen you do stand up like 3 times now, and you've been more amazing each time I saw you.
This guy's good. This guy knows what he's doing.
And
I fucking show. You're playing the game. I like it.
And I fucking love your energy on stage. I love the energy you bring generally to shit. You're so excitable.
The energy to shit.
Yeah, like not to random shit. I haven't seen you shitting yet.
I haven't. I've been backed up a little bit.
Oh, for real?
That always happens when I'm traveling, but this is not for the people.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
When you're a comedian, you're bound to overshare.
I did shit yesterday in Slovenia, and it was a pretty good one.
Fuck yeah.
Couldn't find the flusher. But other than that, it was fucking smooth sailing. Anyways.
That's like 2 most important parts of shit. Getting shit done and flushing.
Getting rid of it. I killed the first half of it, and then the second half, it was a little rocky, but I found it. I didn't know what to do. Yeah. I didn't see the hole. Whatever.
You managed.
I did it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, buddy. Like, the thing is, I love your energy. He called you, Sammy called you basically a labradoodle.
A labradoodle. I'll take that. That's a good breed.
And before you go, I have one question that I ask everyone on this show. This is my favorite question. I saw it on Reddit. If you could clone yourself, and that clone could be at the same place physically and mentally you are right now, how many of you guys would it take to take down an adult male gorilla in a hand-to-hand combat?
Oh, we're gonna have to get in the. Okay, so me, my OG Pavone, I'm in the fight, or have I just made?
No, they're like an X amount of you.
Can I put a little more courage in my people?
No.
It's my courage?
It's you.
Oh my god, man. I was gonna say 30, but now that I know that it's my courage, double that. It's probably gonna be about 60 because like 54 are gonna be trying to run away, and there's gonna be 6 that we're just gonna have to like hit them with a stick and just be like, get the fucking fight that gorilla.
No sticks.
What does Hammy say?
20.
Oh my god, that guy's a fucking pussy.
He said he did a good shoulder workout, and
please, that guy was fucking winded doing 1 lap of the Adriatic Sea. That guy, 20 gorillas, they fucking squeeze his fucking head off. I'll go with 50.
50.
Yeah, it's a gorilla.
Yeah,
a silverback?
Yeah, 300 pound like More.
One fucking swipe like that's gonna take out 3 paths.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
And then if 3, trust me, I know me. If 3 paths get wiped out with a gorilla backhand, the rest are skedaddling.
Yeah.
Where are we fighting?
Open field.
How far can people run?
Like, let's say it's 50 kilometers
50?
in each way.
I don't think we're gonna win that fight. If we can get away, we're not winning. If you put us in a room like this, with the great studio, not a bedroom. Probably 50. They'd have to come through the door and just fucking try to. How do you even fight a gorilla? What do? You gotta try to rip his dick off. Yeah. I feel that will kill any animal.
Yeah, I'm just feeling like I have a feeling you go all in with first 10 people to try and knock it down.
Do you have weapons?
No.
Bare hands.
Bare hands. Okay. But you just lose 10 people in knocking it down. As soon as it falls, another 20 people come on top of it and start ripping, clawing, punching and shit. And when you lose like 5, you bring another 5 and you like rotate.
Fuck. How about you?
I was thinking more of like 40-ish.
Right?
Yeah.
Fucking He-Man Sammy over there.
Yeah.
20 people, my balls. The guy was scared to jump in the fucking water today. Get out of my face. Alright, well that's a good last question.
Yeah.
That got me jacked up.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm gonna fucking punch someone in the head today. Sorry.
Please don't. So thanks for coming once again. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for
Thank you for coming.
Croatia.
I'm sleeping in this room.
Thanks for coming to Croatia. Thanks for doing the show.
Beautiful place. I don't know who I'm telling. I don't even know who.
Like random people.
These are Croatian people.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell people to come to Croatia, but they live here.
Yeah.
Don't leave. Stay here. It's amazing.
That's actually a great advice currently because people are leaving Croatia.
Don't stay.
And he's a fucking Canadian.
Yes. Stay in Croatia. It's beautiful. I had a great time.
Yeah. You need to like go out and try to get a document.
A lot of people.
You're gonna change.
A lot of people. Lot more nudity here, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of kids running around naked.
Yeah.
That I could go. That's my one knock against Croatia. These kids can't wear shorts at the beach.
We're a Catholic country, so like we're making.
It weirds me out though. There
was
was
like we're preparing them young for.
We were at the beach though, and there was just like kids around around my backpack.
Yeah, that's
with their little fucking little European wieners out.
American thing. Like
and their parents weren't around. And I was like, hey, I don't want to talk to a naked, strange kid, but I was like, hey, fucking shoo, buddy. Get your little weird dick and fucking scram. I don't have time for this. I can't talk to a naked Croatian kid. He doesn't even speak English. I had like no shirt. I got a nipple ring, and he was looking at me all fucked up. And I'm like, I should be looking at you the way you're looking at me, you little weirdo. Hit the bricks. Anyways, I love this country.
So, let's finish on a children penis note.
Sometimes you got it.
Yeah, sometimes you got it. I mean, we all started being all penises started on children.
Absolutely, we all had baby dicks.
Yeah.
I hope this is how we end.
Dude, do you remember for the first time when you saw the dad dick?
Yeah, I remember the first and last time I saw it.
Yeah.
I definitely remember the last time.
That's like an impactful moment in your life.
Yeah.
First time when you see a grown-up dick.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I know. I remember seeing my dad's dick and I was like, I'm like, that's a way bigger dick than mine. But now I haven't seen his dick in years, and I'm like, there's no way this guy's got that big a dick.
Yeah, it's
probably like a fucking regular penis.
Yeah, because your hand is like that big when you're a kid, and your dick is that big when you're a kid.
My dad told me he sent a dick pic to because he's not married. He's divorced, and he told me he sent a dick pic to a woman. And he said that she never responded back. So that's bad. I go, you got ghosted on a dick pic? And he's like, oh yeah.
So, condolences to her dad.
Oh yeah, he's not going to watch this.
No, I'm going to send it to him.
I hope so.
Just clip out the last. Hey Dad, 200 people in Croatia heard about your dick pic.
Yeah.
And I'm overestimating our audience. Thank you so much, buddy, once again. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, man, honestly.
Hope you have a great fucking show tonight.
Thanks, buddy. Hope so too.
Hope we have a show tonight.
Look at the watch. Oh, I hope it goes.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
man. Thank
you too.
You're the best.